You know, all throughout the week, we've gotten to learn and meet the Michigan Wolverines team and get to know them a little bit. Today, we got to get to know the Michigan head coach, Jim Harbaugh. And for those of you who are not too familiar with the head Wolverine, he's a bit of a odd duck.
Big Easy, you know, I feel so heartbroken. I got to play you tonight as a World All-Star. What can we expect at tonight's game?
Well, as usual, I'm going to look good and you're going to look bad. Well, that's all the time. That's natural. But we're going to have a good time.
When you think of Miami, you think the ocean. You think salsa dancing. You think the nightlife. But one part of the culture here in Miami is a dying sport. If you're not too familiar with it, it's called highlight. I tried it out. Take a look. So John here is showing me how to throw the pelota, and now I'm going to try not to make a real dummy of myself. Here we go. All right, wrist open. Spread the legs. Oh, so close. The Florida State football season ended with a 33-32 point win over the Michigan Wolverines. But next year, it doesn't get easier when they open the season up against Alabama in Atlanta. And finally, did you know the Orange Bowl official mascot is Obi? Oh, by the way, I can never fulfill my lifelong dream to be Obi because if you're taller than 5 feet 9.5 inches, you can't wear the costume. It won't fit. All right, thanks a lot, Obi. Now, according to a source, I was told Ashley Henderson pulled out Sunday evening. He decided to sign a contract extension with Valwood School, leaving Coach Rodemaker the choice for Valdosta High School. It is time for Frazier, the referee, to figure out who he thinks is going to win tonight's game. Right, buddy? Okay. Hey, Frazier, make your pick. Who's he going to pick? He's going right for... Oh, no. It's their... Oh, on their homecoming night. On their homecoming night. Frazier. Good evening, sports fans. I'm Asher Wildman. Last week, we mourned the loss of arguably not just one of the greatest boxers of all time, but person of all time in Muhammad Ali. The world-renowned athlete was more than just a boxer, and he touched the lives of many, including one local boxer from right here in the Big Bend.
Come to me. Come on.
Meet hard-hitting Joe Lewis.
I can't get to you. Can't run you down.
A boxer from Taylor County who met, sparred, and trained with Muhammad Ali back in 1965.
He was Cassius Clay at that time.
This past year, we have seen women accept coaching positions in the NFL and NBA. Right here in the Big Bend, though, I found our own pioneer making headways for girls on the bigger diamond. Mary Pat Thomas is comfortable on the diamond. The junior at Monroe, though, was put in an uncomfortable situation before the year started. She had to try out for the school's varsity boys baseball team. Right now, I'm in the infield of the Monroe School softball field, and as you can see, it looks abandoned, and it's for a good reason. They haven't played a game here this year because the school doesn't have a team. They didn't have enough players. But Mary Pat needed a diamond to play on, so what'd she do? She joined the baseball team, where she plays third base, second base, and pitcher.
Now, when a batter steps into the box, it's him versus the pitcher. For one Rickards baseball player, his whole life has been an at-bat against every curve someone could throw at him. WCTV Sports Director Asher Wildman has the story.
No one really knew, like, the full story of what I really went through as a homeless student.
For Rickards senior B.J. Johnson, his story is heroic. But what you wouldn't guess is that for most of his 19-year-old life, it's been tragic.
I didn't really want to share the story because I didn't want people to worry about me. I wanted to let everybody know that I'm happy and I could do it and I was going to make it.
When B.J. was 3, his father was sentenced to prison for life. His mother had an ongoing drug problem, which forced him to live with his grandmother. But in 2014, his grandmother died, forcing Johnson to live in his grandmother's car for 3 months, and no one even knew. Imagine you just got done playing a baseball game. Your team won. Great. Everybody goes home to celebrate, right? Well, for BJ, when he got in his car, he was home.
With BJ, you didn't even know, to be honest, because he didn't really tell anybody. We knew, you know, how difficult it was for him when his grandma died.
She introduced me to baseball. Actually, introduced all my sibling brothers and sisters to baseball. If it wasn't for her, I don't even know if baseball would be my true love that it is today, you know.
His smile is contagious. His attitude always positive, and despite everything that has happened to him, he never complained once or asked for help along the way.
I just thank God for the car and have somewhere to sleep, you know, because if I have not been for the car, I don't know where I'd be today.
Next up for BJ is being on his own once again. Johnson is going to attend Iowa Lakes Community College on a baseball scholarship. Who would have guessed that at 19 years old, the easiest curveball that ever came his way would be the one that you need a bat to hit? Because all his life, every curve thrown at him, he's hit out of the park. Reporting for WCTV, I'm Asher Wildman.
Monday Night Sports Director Asher Wildman introduces to Rickards High School senior B.J. Johnson. He'd been sleeping on couches and living in his grandmother's car since she passed away.
Well, tonight we're learning more about the 19-year-old. He was homeless for 3 months, but very few people knew it. Asher joins us now with some new details. Asher?
Turns out Rickards High is more than just a high school, it's a community.
No matter how many times life puts him down, BJ always gets back up.
BJ's life, which was upside down for most of 2015, got an uplifting change when school got out for winter break. Still keeping his story hidden from many, BJ got invited to spend the winter break at assistant coach James Keister's house. That 2-week break turned into a several-month stay.
Tried to give him a good Christmas, not just presents, but show the kid love. The 2 weeks was up. Me and my wife got together, sat down, and we didn't want BJ to leave. So we asked him if he would like to continue to stay and be a part of the family. And BJ, who BJ is, he laughed and said, I thought I was already a part of the family.
All right, BJ. Now, hold on, BJ. I got a surprise for you, my man.
Oh, man.
So, hold on.
Mr. Wildman.
I told you I wanted you to do a sportscast.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to get a little emotional, my man, because your story...
I'll do it, man.
It hit home.
Yes, sir.
This is a graduation present. It's a baseball bag for your summer travel.
Yes, sir.
But we got a lot of people that reached out to you.
Right. Yeah.
And
yes, sir.
got a special video here from a baseball player I think you know. Let's take a look.
What's up, BJ? This man, Rickards High alum. First off, I just want to say congratulations to all your recent successes.
That'll do it for sports. Let's send it back there. AJ and Julie at the desk.
Oh, my goodness. Congratulations, BJ. We are all so proud of you, and your message of determination just resounds so loudly.
It does. Not a dry eye in the house. Truly, truly remarkable.
Good evening, sports fans. I'm Asher Wildman. If you went to bed early last night, or should I say when Ole Miss was putting a hurting on Florida State in the first half of their season opener, then shame on you. Despite being down 28-6 in the second quarter, the Seminoles turned things around late in the second quarter, and after halftime, FSU came out in the second half and shut out the Rebels in the third quarter 23-0 to take a lead into the fourth quarter. FSU, of course, went on to win 45-34 over then 11th-ranked Ole Miss, and after the game, I asked Coach Fisher what I'm sure was on the mind of many. Coach, for those of us that can't wait till Tuesday, can you tell us what you said to your team at halftime tonight?
No. You got to bleep, 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 bleep. I'm going to tell you that right now. You know what's bad? I think Showtime's got it on there. I'm not going to say. We challenged them.
Got it. Now, sports fans, take a look at this. Not only is FSU 7-0 under Fisher in openers, but they are now 9-1 in neutral site openers. Dalvin Cook, the Heisman hopeful, totaled 196 yards of offense. And freshman kicker, Roberto's little brother, Ricky, had 21 points last night, 6 field goals, 3 extra points. That was more than 7 different teams from the SEC scored in their first games this past weekend. Whoa. Now, we also have to talk about redshirt freshman DeAndre Francois. Today, Francois was named the ACC's Offensive Back and Rookie of the Week. All he did was complete 33 of 52 passes for 419 yards and throw a pair of TDs. His 419 yards are the most in a season opener in FSU history. After the game, Dalvin Cook compared him to the last redshirt freshman QB to lead FSU to a national championship, Jameis Winston.
Kind of exactly alike to me, confident level, and you know, them two guys there, man, they're gonna bring it to the field every day. And you know, I was fortunate enough to play with Jameis, and now I'm playing with a great quarterback, man. And you know, he just want to win, and anything it take, I can see it in his eyes. He gonna go do it.
The top 25 poll was released today. Here's a look at the top 10. No change with the top 2. Bama, then Clemson. FSU moves up to number 3, followed by Ohio State and Michigan in the top 5. Georgia cracks the top 10 at number 9. Florida dropped out of the top 25. Miami sneaks in at number 25. For the last few weeks, I've been building the hype for former Nole Brooks Koepka making the U.S. Ryder Cup team. The Ryder Cup is at the end of the month. He's not the first Nole to make the Ryder Cup, and one of his former Garnet and Gold brethren has taken notice. Last night, I caught up with former Nole and U.S. Ryder Cup captain Paul Azinger to talk about the Ryder Cup rookie Brooks Koepka.
I mean, I think it's great that Brooks made it. He's a heck of a player, and he has a huge upside potential. And I look at the Ryder Cup, I always looked at my opponent and figured he was just as nervous as I am. Let's get it on.
Here's a look at that fishing game report for you. Peak time 6:20 a.m., 7:20 p.m. Stay tuned. We'll have another look at that weather when we come back. You got to know the line. If you build it, they will come. Well, out in Crawfordville, I found a field that a local team built by themselves, so I had to check it out.
This field is built because there's a group of young men that was going here that love baseball.
This is a story about a school and a community that wanted a baseball field for their kids.